we are going to continue on.
Okay, great.
And
Let's continue.
my score is just going to be shit.
Well, listen, I'm
Just
very
utter,
sorry. You
utter
can't.
fucking dog shit.
You couldn't have paused it during this.
You know what? I could have. I'm not blaming you. I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
It's just a thing that's going on. So how are you?
I'm fine, Rich. I am totally fine. Everything is fine all of the time. Everything sounds good now. That's great. That was an ordeal, Dick Neutral. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Yeah.
Any questions, comments, or feedback on the Bloodborne review?
Did you get a chance to see it, Rich?
Yeah.
What did you think about it?
I thought it was fine. It's hard for me to judge.
Great.
I know I'm probably wrong as far as the tutorial goes, because I didn't probably pay much attention to the messenger guys, because we were both playing at that point, you know, the group setting.
Oh, sure. Well, and I saw a lot of feedback comments were making fun of us, saying that like, oh, there's all these little messenger guys for the tutorials.
Yeah.
By the way, we did pay attention to those. Those messenger guys did not tell us everything, and that still does not necessarily count as a tutorial. You know, that's all still in game, and that's more what we were talking about.
I was just happy. Honestly, I was just happy to disagree with you about something on the show. I worry that we tend to like things too much. Like at the same, you know, we don't have much conflict.
We don't have much conflict, and that's okay. Hopefully we have good conversations. Yeah, the obviously the largest chunk of the review was that back and forth over the obtuseness.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept most of that in, just because I thought it was a really good back and forth. Thank you, Leftover Beefcake. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it too. There was so much stuff that I wanted to keep in that ended up getting cut for time or just because it didn't quite fit. But there was a lot that I wanted to keep in.
I'm trying to get fancy with this guy. There we go. Probably would have been far more efficient just to straight up murder him, but I wanted to do the parry.
Usually murder is more efficient.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get terrible scores. Health lost, time. Well, that's bad because then I'm gonna have to grind for money to start the next mission.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Sorry.
And we have a what the fuck.
I see that. Turbo Jesus 5,000. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Oh my god. Hey, Rich and Jack, I just mailed you Demon's Souls and Dark Souls 2.
Nice.
Thank you. I do. People have been asking, like, if we will now reevaluate Dark Souls because of the fact that we both loved Bloodborne.
We never said we hated it, for one.
Yeah. No, we never said we hated it. We had a rough time because it was one of our early streams.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say is one of the things that kept me engaged in Bloodborne was the horror Lovecraftian world.
Uh-huh.
And so I don't know if I will be as into the medieval world of Demon's Souls or of Dark Souls, but I hear that Demon's Souls is a little more horror-ish.
Yeah, thematically, what is Demon's Souls? I know Dark Souls are kind of medieval-ish.
Yeah.
What's going on in Demon's Souls? What kind of monsters are we dealing with?
That's the question. But so I would be more interested in picking up Demon's Souls just because it would be completely fresh to me. So I'm excited to get my hands on that Demon's Souls. Rich, I'm gonna have to borrow your PS3 again.
That's fine.
Instead of previously recorded, the show should be called Poorly Recorded. It's, well, we're not, I guess we are recorded. Poorly live.
Yeah, no. Is that what they're referring to?
Yeah. They're referring to our constant audio issues.
Okay.
So, that's fine. They are a staple running gag of the stream. The only problem is it's not an intentional running gag.
Jack, I'm gonna mute you. I'm sorry.
Do it. Just mute.
Travis, hello?
Oh, can you still hear me?
Step onto the field. The fight begins. If you
So you
win,
can't even still hear me.
You will be ranked
Okay.
9th. If you lose, well, there's no need to go into that. Need to pop a breath mint? Hit the restroom? Brush your teeth? When you are ready, step inside. To be honest, your chances of survival are slim. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
All right.
By the way, I could still hear you,
Oh, really?
but
Okay,
you
I could not hear you. So.
right. And I see someone saying says, Jack, do you not like medieval themed games? I'm okay with them. I have no strong feelings towards them one way or another. You know, I'm a little tired of the medieval setting in general. But like, you know, that horror alien bug monster stuff I enjoy. Like I like horror movies. I like that kind of blood and guts stuff. So that kept me more engaged than say knights fighting a dragon, you know. So that's the only thing. This is the second thing I've seen of Mario Kart adding a 200cc. If this is true, then I'm very excited. I don't know if this is true. I assume it's true. Because I've heard it a couple times in chat. That would be awesome. 200cc course would be great. Super fast.
Jack?
God, you mute me. That's fine.
I know. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Mighty kind of you.
Nice set of pipes you got there, old man.
It has always been my dream to perform in a stadium such as this. The gentleman from the association told me I could have any stage I wanted today. How could I refuse such a kind offer?
Courtesy of me and my entry fee, no doubt.
My ex-wife called me the other day, and I met my daughter for the first time in 10 years. We dined at a fancy restaurant, one of those that are impossible to get a reservation for. And then afterwards, karaoke.
Who got you the reservation?
The association took care of it, of course.
Fuck. My entry fee.
What's important is not the fact the reservations are hard to get. In fact, no one gets reservations. The words reservations only apply only to those outside of the circle. It's getting into that circle that matters.
And the food. Good?
Unfortunately, the atmosphere was a facade. Not once did my own daughter look me in the eye. Oh, the food tasted like blood.
You're a junkie for blood, old man.
Sadly, I can't disagree. There's only one way to live. People like us, we're sharks attracted to blood. You smelled blood too, didn't you? Isn't that why you're here?
You got it, old man. And for some reason, I feel this sense of euphoria.
Don't die on me too quickly. I want to gorge myself on this sense of fulfillment till I vomit.
Man, this is what I live for. Fighting your own kind. Nothing's more gratifying.
See you on the other side.
Okay. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Just one of the reasons I wanted to play this because I've been meaning to revisit this game, and I want to hear the cutscenes.
That's fine, Rich. That's fine.
So you were talking about Mario Kart 200cc.
Yeah, it's the next wave of DLC. New maps, new racers. Apparently, another F-Zero map. For those asking, absolutely, we will absolutely do another Mario Kart stream when the new DLC comes out. I'm super excited about it. We'll do a Mario Kart, and if that gets boring, we'll do some Smash Brothers because I just like that stuff and I want to play it. So yes, absolutely, we will do that.
Son of a bitch, I missed the fucking...
Well, don't worry about it, Rich. And there was one question in the chat that I wanted to bring up. Someone was asking if I will let my kids play Bloodborne. They watch me play Bloodborne all the time. They think it's great. Like, if anyone follows me on Twitter, you can see my 6-year-old actually drew pictures of like my hunter and some of the bad guys, like the snake pop out a head bad guy, because they, I've spent a lot of time with my children, like discussing like the difference between reality and like movies. So they have a healthy understanding of things are fake, And so they love watching it. They get a kick out of all the monsters and stuff.
But would you ever let them play? Is the question.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I mean, there's not a big difference playing and watching, as far as content is concerned. My oldest is 6, and he just doesn't have the dexterity to play a game that complicated yet, is the real thing. But no, I know, and they probably asked that question because like I've talked about like not wanting them to cuss, not wanting them to hear cuss words, and I think there's a big difference. This again we talked about during the big cussing thing, which is like they don't know when not to cuss yet. They don't have that ability yet, but they are well aware of the differences between reality and fiction, and so. So yeah, no, they're great. Like I said,
Now,
if you go over to my Twitter, you can see the pictures that he drew. It's really great.
Is your oldest child going to be forbidden from playing games until the youngest one is also old enough?
No. My 6-year-old plays a lot of games. He plays them.
I mean, the violent ones.
No. I can only assume. No, because the younger watches too. But my 3-year-old is way more into monsters. Like loves monsters and vampires and mummies and zombies. Like there was a period where we had to watch the Michael Jackson Thriller music video every single day. Really? Just because he loves zombies.
That's some old school right there.
Yeah. But no. Like I said, that kind of content doesn't bother me because they understand that it's fake and they're just enjoying monsters and enjoying the scenery. They laugh when they see a new monster. Like, whoa, look at the bug guy. When we got to the bug-headed monsters, man, were they giggling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Those guys look great.
They look amazing.
Any luck with Rom, by the way?
Yes, I finally beat Rom. Have you been to the Upper Cathedral yet?
Which one's the Upper Cathedral?
The Upper Cathedral is where you fight like 20 werewolves.
No, I don't think I have.
Oh.
Remember, I had to restart because my system crashed.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Thriller. Yeah, no, he loves Thriller. How old am I? I'm 33.
You're a young man, Jack. Mute.
Next song I sing, I know my daughter will love. Won't you, darling? Better practice my rap. Rap with me, Jennifer.
It's open mic night in hell, old man. Sing all you want down there.
Congratulations. You are now ranked number 9.
What'd you expect?
Wait a minute. Are you getting a little sentimental? Still green, aren't you? You know this is only the beginning.
Call me when the next one's arranged.
Game set!
Okay, and we're back. Sorry, Jack.
That's okay.
So, Werewolves, Upper Cathedral.
Werewolves Upper Cathedral. There is a super fun boss monster that I won't spoil for you, and a really neat secret area that I won't spoil for you. So,
Okay.
I thought once you get there, it's great. I see really quick questions. Any favorite children's books? The Piggy and Elephant series are fantastic.
What do you read to your kids?
But a bunch of stuff, a bunch of different stuff, right?
See, that was a joke. You see.
Oh,
Yeah.
like I read Piggy and Elephant. Rich Evans. That was pretty good. I'm okay with
That
that.
was mean. That was
I'm
mean.
okay with that.
No,
I see. No. You know what? That was funny. That was funny enough to be justified. So I see someone is asking. Someone apparently is a brand new parent. I missed your name. Oh, Don or Dan Wilson is apparently just a new parent and is asking how I survived a newborn. The answer is barely. Newborns are really tough. Touch football fighting. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciated it. I want to when my oldest was born, I want to say the first year I don't even remember. I don't even remember the first year just because it was so tough. And like I was ready, like, you know, we wanted children, we were ready for children, and it was like, all right, let's make it happen. And man, it blew me away. It gets better. The older they get, the better they get. Once they start turning into people, that's the real thing.
So I want to talk about me being mean.
You want to talk about you being
About
mean?
me being mean. I've gotten some feedback lately
Oh, sure. There was
that I'm a jerk.
there was a Reddit thread over the meanness of Rich Evans.
And apparently this is a fairly lengthy thread, as I understand it.
According to Jay, I couldn't find it. I looked and I didn't see it. But according to Jay, it had several comments on it, and people were saying that you are dismissive and mean.
Okay. For one, I mean, I always saw like kind of just being a grumpy old man is kind of my shtick. I mean, I naturally, I don't just do it on camera. I naturally tend to exaggerate. I mean,
Oh, sure.
That's what I do, and I hope everybody understands that when I am like dismissive or mean to somebody who has a comment in the chat, that unless they say something that's blatantly mean to one of us, then I'm just fucking with you. I'm not trying to make anybody genuinely feel bad. I'm not trying to genuinely be a jerk to everybody. I'm just being like exaggerated, hyperbolic. Is that not hyperbolic? Hyperbole?
It's a little hyperbolic. It's a little. It's a bit of a caricature.
Yeah.
You know, I think actually this is this is one of the problems with, you know, the internet age in general is when all we can do, here's what I think the real problem is.
Yeah.
Is like Richard's saying, you're trying to be funny.
Mhm.
You're trying to be entertaining, but you know, they can only hear us.
Right.
And this is actually a big problem with people like sarcastically commenting on things, is there's no real gauge for sarcasm. You know, like when you're in the room with someone, you can see their body language, you can gauge sarcasm much better. But perhaps over audio, it's harder to tell that you're just jokingly fucking with people.
But anybody who's actually been bothered by me being mean to them, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm not really trying to be a jerk.
Right.
Another thing, while we're on apologies, I've been too hard on religion lately. I know I bitch about it a lot. I want to make it clear one more time, and I don't know that I make this clear enough when I have bitched about religion. My only real beef is with fundamentalists.
Right.
You're a normal believer, you're a normal church-going person. I have no problem at all with you. At all. At all. So I would like to apologize to anybody listening, all of our Christian, Muslim, Jewish friends out there, the Buddhist, everyone. I'm sorry. I will go out of my way to take it easier on you. And when I have harped on religion, usually what I do get angry about with religion are the fundamentalists. So I love you all. Except for the fundamentalists.
No, and I mean, I think people should appreciate this, and like I think most people kind of knew you were kidding, but like one of the problems is also that we're filling a bunch of time, you know, and so then you kind of hear the same thing over and over again. I do think I see in the comments, I think a lot of that Reddit thread, if I'm to believe what Jay said about it to be true, I honestly think a lot of that was about our not wanting to play The Last of Us. I'm not joking at all, because, you know, we said and it's just like, we don't think it'll be a game we'll enjoy, so we're not going to play it. It's just that simple. And so, but I do really think that's what the majority of it was about, is us dismissing this game that people really like.
I don't know. I haven't actually seen the Reddit thread.
And like I said, I looked and I couldn't find it. I didn't look that hard.
Yeah, same here.
I do. Oh, you know what? I do remember that. There was a push a while back to make an official sarcasm font.
Yeah.
Which I would love. And, you know, like, it really, if you put anything in kind of italics, it's a little more sarcastic than normal. But I would actually love that. Like an official thing to be like, this thing I'm typing is a joke. You know?
That would be abused. People would say all kinds of horrible things. And they would justify it. It's in the italics.
Right.
that would possibly backfire.
Oh my god, yeah. And by the way, according to Mr. Shy Smile, he saw that Reddit thread, and he says it was just about us not wanting to play The Last of Us.
Oh, God. I know I typed in that I want the neo-Nazis to kill all the Jews, but I used the sarcasm font. You know, it wouldn't take long.
You're right.
So that was just about The Last of Us?
Oh,
Really?
hold on. Un-Kool-Aid Man has found the link. Hold on, I'm going to look in the link here. I like Jack and Rich. They're funny guys, but their incessant negativity about games has made their show nearly unwatchable.
Like No More Heroes and Bloodborne?
Right. No. I mean, that's, you know, of course, dismissing all the games we actually really love and play all the time and talk about the games we love all the time.
And FTL and XCOM.
No. Shh. Those don't matter. And Spelunky
Because they're
and
not the
Binding
games
of
that guy
Isaac,
likes?
apparently. Let's see here. Oh my god, this is totally it. And they're immediately dismissive about, and I legitimately don't understand why. Do they think they're too cool to enjoy certain games? Oh god, yes. They are absolutely talking about us not wanting to play The Last of Us. Jesus Christ. And oh, by the way, 100%, Rich and I believe ourselves to be too cool. Rich and I don't know if you guys know this about Rich and I. We are too cool and happening guys.
The game doesn't sound entertaining. I don't care if it wins Oscars. It's not a movie. I'm familiar with Uncharted, and I know it's the same people that made Uncharted. I know Uncharted's just kind of a boring-looking shooter mixed with some boring-looking platforming. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, Unkool-Aid Man says, you didn't like the game I liked, Jack. It's fine. You know what? If that's what it's about, that's fine. Like I said, everything is fine all the time. We do in general try to entertain you guys during these streams. I hope we're achieving that. I know there was a Reddit thread recently about like our poor decision to stream during Game of Thrones. And it's just like, not
Really?
everyone watches Game of Thrones.
Really?
The numbers weren't that different. Settle down. Right? Right? Everything's fine all the time. That's the real truth about the world. Is everything's fine all the time. Okay, so talk about interesting things. I don't know if Rich,
Yeah.
have you seen Daredevil?
I was going to the other night, and then it was kind of late, and I realized that there's a whole season of Archer I haven't seen.
Oh my
So
god.
I started watching season 6 of Archer. I plan on watching Daredevil, but
I've gotten a few more episodes in. Oh my god. Oh my god.
which ones have I done? I've done. Okay, sorry.
Oh, that's all right. Oh no, I don't crunch the numbers of every stream, by the way, like John B 820. But like right now, like if you look under the streamer, it tells you how many people are watching. Right now, there's 459. Thank you to all of you, 459 to watch. And I want to say on Sunday there was about the same, if not a little bit more. But it's just this is the thing. It didn't drastically change the numbers. Like that's the thing. Like let's say perhaps we wanted to stream against a show, right?
Yeah.
Like something. I don't even know what shows are on. The series finale.
The Walking Dead.
Sure, The Walking Dead. And we start streaming and we get a max of 100 viewers. That would be a dramatic difference. And then we would learn from that, say, okay, we can't ever stream during The Walking Dead. Boom, right?
Yeah. I'm
Because-
just nailing my parking here, Jack.
Well, congratulations.
Look at that.
Hold on, I haven't. It's coming up now. Wait, you're not parking yet. Oh, you just did a jump. That's pretty sweet. Oh, great parking job, Rich.
I
Great.
know.
So in any case, like as a producer, I do pay attention to the numbers. That's part of my job. And so if there was a drastic change because of something like that, I would take note and we would try to fix that to make sure that we could still put out a quality product. But there just wasn't. So.
God damn it.
Oh, what happened? Did you die?
No, I didn't die, but
Oh.
I got hit when I was going for a wrestling grab.
Oh.
These guys are ruining my day. I'm going to kill them all.
You're going to kill them all. Good. Kill them all. Make it happen. As long as you don't stream against Daredevil. Right? Oh, God. Thank you for the jokes. For the jokes in italics. It's great. Or in parentheses. Jokes in parentheses. I'm super psyched to watch more Daredevil. Super psyched.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm only. I want to say I'm only on like episode 5 or 6, so I'm not terribly far because I'm watching it with my wife, and so like we get to watch like one a night, you know. But so far, very much enjoying it. Oh no. Did you die?
I'm just gonna fail the mission,
Oh, okay.
which does not count as death.
Oh, are you doing a no death run?
I haven't died. I'm not official. I'm gonna keep going even if I die. But
Oh, sure. I know I'm hyping Daredevil too much. It's a fine show. The reason I'm talking so highly of Daredevil is because in general, I think everyone knows I'm a big fan of superheroes in general. And the superheroes on TV is usually subpar. All of the superheroes on TV have been subpar. And of course, now you're going to mention something in the chat that was great, and I'm sorry, and I'm sure
I'm assuming we're not counting animated.
we're not counting animated. Live action superheroes. You know, like you take a look at Smallville. Smallville had a decent premise that was ruined by Monster of the Week. You take a look at Arrow, which is fine, subpar. I haven't seen Flash. I've heard good things about Flash. I do want to watch Flash. Powers was god awful.
That one probably hurt you personally, didn't it?
What?
Powers.
Yes, Powers insulted me personally. Oh, Rich?
Yeah. Hello?
What's that?
What was what? I didn't hear anything. What happened?
Oh, my I think my Skype made a noise.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, you didn't hear anything?
No.
Oh, that's weird. What was that? What was that, Skype? What's going on? Oh, nothing. And so yes, Arrow is okay. Like Arrow is what I thought was acceptable for superhero shows. A little cheap looking, a little light on the action, a little cheesy, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's like that's what you think you can get in a superhero TV show, and then something like Daredevil comes along, and you see it done correctly, and by next year, Daredevil might look like garbage because like they're doing something else. But for right now, it's like, oh, they're doing it correctly, and this is the first time I've seen it done correctly, you know? Which is treating the subject matter seriously.
Not that I want to take sides in a Marvel versus DC, but I mean, relatively speaking, Marvel really just they have their shit together. They know what they're doing at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
DC, no, they don't. They're kind of emulating Marvel now, but poorly, making weird decisions. Like Arrow and Flash, the shows are relatively successful, right?
Absolutely.
Why the fuck would you not tie those in with the movie universe? What is wrong with them?
What is wrong with them? Of course you should tie those into the movie universe. That's what people are watching. If anything, those should be the basis of your movie universes. You know, take your already established audiences and grow them. But no, that's fine. That's fine. Really quick.
Oh shit.
The worst Doctor Who companion is the newest one. I want to say her name was Claire. She did not. Oh no! I know you don't care. This is just a real quick aside. She had no character. She was a blank slate, and she was whatever the story needed her to be that week. She was the worst. But that's the real thing with Marvel is they are a producer-driven studio, and they're nailing it right now. It won't be forever, obviously, but right now they're nailing it. Yeah, you're right, Mulrat. This is very much making me looking forward to Luke Cage, which is the next Netflix Marvel thing. No, Rose is not the worst companion. Rose had a character. She had the most intense relationship with 2 doctors. she got a good character. It was weird when she came back and her teeth were all big for some reason. I don't get that.
What?
After a year of being gone, the first companion in the Doctor Who reboot,
Yeah.
not reboot, the new seasons of Doctor Who. After a year of being gone, she came back, and she had like lost a bunch of weight and gotten like what do you call it when like fake teeth but not fake teeth, like
Caps?
veneers or caps. She had gotten something done to her teeth to make her teeth super big, and it was very distracting. But no, she had a good character. I liked her Otherworld story. I liked how she had to leave the Doctor. I liked her relationship with both Doctors. It worked. Claire, if that was her name, the newest companion, is the worst. She had no character. She was all at once the girl who knew everything and the ditzy, stupid, clumsy sidekick. She was nothing. She was everything, therefore she was nothing. I hated
Means
her.
very little to me.
Yeah, I know it does, and this is just a little venting, but it was poor characteristic writing. In the same scene, she would be kind of flabbergasted by the very thought that aliens existed, and then 1 minute later, like hacking an alien computer. You know, there was nothing to her. Clara, that was her name. Thank you, Clara. I hated her. My favorite Doctor is the first one. Not the first one, but the first one in the remake. Oh my god, and I always forget his name. Christopher Eccleston. Eccleston is my favorite Doctor.
Dog of Two Head? Dog of Two Head!
Nice.
Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
It's true, we do. It's really true. Yeah, and you know what? The hardcore fans of anything will be the worst of anything, right? As we're discovering
Yes.
with our latest Last of Us controversy. And so you might be right. The fans of Doctor Who are probably the worst of it. I think there's a lot of good in there if you like that kind of fantasy, science-y, British stuff. And I mean, it's all on Netflix, and so if you have Netflix, and who doesn't have Netflix, you just might as well watch it. It's there.
Can't get into it. I tried. I gave it a try. I gave it most of a season.
And that's fine. That's fair. That's fine. Pizza Train says, not watching Doctor Who is my favorite Doctor Who. No, you know what? It's not going to be for everyone, obviously.
What the fuck?
How's the new one?
The new one, what?
The new Doctor.
Oh, I haven't been watching. I gave up because the show started to really suck.
Oh.
So.
Maybe it got better with the new Doctor.
I don't care.
You don't care? Wow.
It needs to prove itself to me. It was so bad for so long, Rich. And I was a die-hard, hardcore fan. And it got so bad that even I couldn't take it. One true Rodney. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Oh, I'm sorry if you don't have Netflix. Started to suck, yeah. It really did. Tom Baker's. I think he's an older Doctor. Oh yeah, no, and I've seen a couple of you people asking in the chat. I don't know, Rich, if you've been on the internet today, but there was a new Dennis.
Not really.
There was yesterday a Dennis Quaid yells on set viral video happened.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
actor Dennis Quaid, not to be confused with Randy Quaid.
Actors are jerks. We know this.
As it turns out, it was a fake viral made by Funny or Die
Oh, okay.
to generate buzz for something or another. I mean, I don't.
Well, that's good for Dennis Quaid.
Good for Dennis Quaid, good for Funny or Die. Oh, I saw some people asking if I had anything to do with it. No, I usually don't anymore. I'm still very good friends with the people over at Funny or Die, but I don't really work there much anymore. So. But good for them. It's always nice when they can get a win, and especially like a big win that naturally can go viral. That's always the hardest part. Where it's like, if you have a fan base, it's easy to get a certain number of views, right? And Funny or Die is pretty good at retaining a fan base and using celebrity influence to get a certain number of views. But here's a situation where they were able to make a video go viral without any of their influence. And that's the real struggle. So congratulations to them. That's a big win. So good for them.
I did so poorly on that last mission. I need more money.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to have to redo stuff, but
Oh, that's all right.
oh well.
Jack, don't you think Marvel are at risk of getting kind of samey?
Yeah, the
Yeah?
Ant-Man trailer looks like most of their other stuff, but
Yeah.
when I say they have their shit together, I mean they're popular and what they're doing is working, and people really seem to dig the shared universe.
Absolutely. Well,
It's
and
like
you know what?
Ant-Man. People care about Ant-Man just because they care about the Marvel universe. Like
Right.
Ant-Man, if that weren't attached to the Avengers and Iron Man and Captain America and all this shit, nobody would give a fuck at all. But because of the cinematic universe, hey, Ant-Man, what's going on with Ant-Man? I care about Ant-Man now.
Exactly. That's the amazing part of a producer or a studio-driven movie franchise. You know, usually when you think about movies, any movie or a movie franchise, you think about the auteur, you know. You think about the director, you think about the writer, right? But here we are most concerned with just what Marvel is doing. And that's amazing in its own right. Ant-Man's going to be the real test, though, because everyone on the internet knew that Edgar Wright was attached, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Edgar Wright wasn't playing nice with Marvel, and it didn't. And eventually, you know, their disagreements made it not work
Let's
out.
pretend that even though for a living I help out with movie reviews, let's pretend I don't know much about Edgar Wright.
Okay.
What is he from? What did he do? What's going on? What's his story? Who is this man?
He makes movies you enjoy.
Oh, okay, that I enjoy. Which ones? Which movies?
Shaun of the Dead.
Oh, okay. Now I'm on the trolley.
Now you're on the trolley.
Now I'm on the trolley. Yeah.
Just to name a few, he
Hot
also did
Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz,
Yeah.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World, at World's End. You know, he's a not only is he a filmmaker who's made stuff you enjoy, he has a very specific style to him. You know, did you see any Spaced?
I didn't care for it. Yeah, I have.
Oh, you didn't care for it?
I didn't hate it. It's just like,
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Spaced. That was great. Spaced. You know what Spaced was for me? It was Evil Dead.
really?
Do you ever? Well, and I'm about to explain myself. That was
Okay.
my setup. Like, what's amazing about something like Evil Dead, or something like Clerks, or El Mariachi, or I'm trying to think, or like, you know, what did we talk about before? Like, Memento.
Yeah.
You know, like when you get to see a director proto style. You know, like when they're just figuring out how to handle their style.
Yeah.
That was Spaced for me. And so like watching like Edgar Wright's style start to creep into Spaced, knowing what would later come to of Shaun of the Dead and Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
So as a creator, watching, you could see his little flares in Spaced. They weren't quite there yet, you know. But in any case, the real thing with Marvel, or the real thing with Ant-Man, is the internet knows that a director with prestige and style was attached to it, and over disagreements with Marvel is no longer it's no longer happening. So if Ant-Man can still manage to be a good movie, that's a huge win as far as I'm concerned for Marvel. I don't know if it's a huge win for us because we don't get to see Edgar Wright's version, which I would love, obviously. But you know, how's that going to work? I know like there's a lot of talk now. Apparently, they are both Marvel and DC are trying to court Angelina Jolie to direct movies for them.
To direct movies.
To direct, yeah, because she directs now.
What has she directed?
She just directed Fury.
Oh, okay.
Or not Fury.
That was the Brad Pitt one, wasn't it? I thought that was Fury. I'm assuming it's the
wasn't it
Brad Pitt
Fury?
one because they're a thing.
Was it? No, Unbroken. That was the one. That's Unbroken. Was what it was called, not Fury. Fury was the Brad Pitt thing. She did a war movie called Unbroken. In any case, but she is someone who doesn't, like Edgar Wright, doesn't care about listening to studios, you know. And so they're courting her, but it's like, will she be able to play nice? Unbroken. Yes, I'm sorry, everyone. I say Fury. Unbroken. Not Unbreakable. Unbroken. But.
Uh-huh.
But. Anyway. Do either of you go see movies with Mike or Jay?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It's something I care about seeing. No, I'm
Try-
serious.
Try to tag along. Absolutely.
Like this next batch for the next episode? Nope. Nope.
But nope. I think most famously, both Rich and I went with Mike and Jay to see Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
And
It was all right.
well, that I actually, the reason I remember it so much is because Rich and I had the exact same feelings on it, whereas Mike had very.
Wait a sec. Why the hell you telling me this over the phone?
Why? Because I cannot decide what to wear to the association's party tonight. Big shots from across the nation will be there. This is serious business. So serious that I'm going to spray perfume on every square inch of my body.
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Your next opponent. Head for the school.
To the school? And then what?
Just go. You'll know what I'm talking about, I think.
What do you mean you think? You know, you really suck at your job.
Life is more important than some job.
That is why I am busy shopping right now. You, on the other hand, are busy killing people. Because that is all you ever do. What? Am I wrong?
Well, I guess not.
All right then.
And we're back. Okay,
I
so
love it.
Guardians of the Galaxy famous.
I love it. I love it. That's great. Oh, so I mean, I think we've talked about it before in chat, which is that we Rich and I felt both the same about it, which was like, there's a lot of Rich and I's feelings about it, whereas it was a lot of payoff with very little setup.
Yeah.
And we kind of felt middling about it. I still think it's a good movie. It was very entertaining. But, it's fine. Whereas, obviously, Jay wants to have its baby, and Mike really enjoyed it as well. So
Jay loves James Gunn.
Jay loves James Gunn. And that's fine. I don't know how far ahead Jay and Mike plan on what movies they're going to see.
Not that far, I don't think.
No, because we in Milwaukee we were never quite sure what's coming.
Hold on. RLM jobs for everyone. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
It's true, we do. We very much appreciate it. But Milwaukee being a smaller town, we don't get a lot of the independent movies. We have a couple independent movie theaters, which is great. And of course, we never know. We're constantly scheduling best of the worst, half in the bags, previously recorded, and so it's figuring out when they can see a movie, let alone who's editing what and whatnot. So I can only assume sometimes it's the very same day.
I'm out of money. I was gonna buy a jacket.
Oh.
That's fine.
Well, how will a jacket help you?
It won't. It's just something else to wear.
Yes.
Travis has a diverse fashion sense.
Sure. No. I mean, look at all those different colors of jackets you can wear.
There's more than open up as you play
okay.
jacket. There's a pink one with hearts. There's a rattleskin snake one.
Ooh, that's very exciting. That is very exciting. Try living in a real small town. I didn't even get Inherent Vice, says Lucky Strikes. It's Milwaukee's not that small of a city. You're right. It's not a metropolis. You know, we don't get all of them, but I'm very happy. We have, for such a small city, we have, I want to say 4 really nice independent movie theaters that play a wide range of diverse indie flicks. So I should be grateful.
Milwaukee has 5 McDonald's. Okay.
What? Are you kidding?
5.
It's Milwaukee. We have 38 McDonald's on the same block. Like there's more McDonald's. Oh no, what is it about Milwaukee? Milwaukee has more bars than churches.
That sounds reasonable.
Or is that Wisconsin in general? Wisconsin in general has more bars than churches. Or more bars than grocery stores. Like there's a ridiculous number like that where we're a drinking folk, and that's what we do here.
It's hard to find good fast food places. The fast food around here, it's all just McDonald's. There's no good smaller fast food places. Where I'm from, there's a lot of them. Some great pizza places that are just mom and pop operated. Some great burger places that are mom and pop. Some places. Everything here is just a big name. McDonald's and Subway.
You are incredibly wrong.
I am incredibly right.
You are incredibly wrong.
I'm not talking about restaurants. I'm talking about fast food.
What about Culver's?
That's a national thing.
Yes.
That's not Milwaukee.
Culver's is a national thing that started in Wisconsin. And Culver's does not freeze their meat. Like, they use fresh burgers. They make your food after you order it. They grill your hamburgers from raw meat.
Like Mickey Euros in Oak Forest, Illinois. Yeah.
No. Fuck Euros. Euros is spam. Like, Euros is bologna.
That's because you've only had the shit Euros they have around here.
You're only eating lamb bologna. That's all a Euro is.
It's because you've only had the shit ones.
Culver's, I see some people asking in the chat. Culver's
gave me diarrhea for a week.
Is an amazing fast food restaurant that cooks your food only after you order it. And not like McDonald's where they heat up your food. They cook you a burger after you order it, but it's still drive-through. Amazing custard. And if you don't know what custard is, it's ice cream with eggs and lard. It's the most delicious thing you'll ever eat. Mr. Dwighty, thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. Cops. That's right. There's Cops. Cops is an amazing burger and ice cream place. Oh, no. Cops has custard as well. You guys are crazy. Culver's is great. Culver's is really great. We have restaurants where you can.
You know what Culver's has?
What?
Awful French fries. Awful, bland, airy French fries that you need to slather in ketchup because they're terrible.
You're crazy. Culver's.
They have some of the worst fast food fries I've ever had.
Have you ever had Cops fries?
No, I'm not talking about Cops. I'm talking about Culver's.
We're talking fries now. Cops fries are great.
Okay.
I am a dumbass, Ed Whitten, but not about Culver's. Culver's is great. I'll be honest, most of the time I go there, I'm getting custard. But every once in a while, I get a burger and fries, and I really enjoy it. But here's the thing, Rich.
Yeah.
In general, like, if you're looking for good food, you should not be looking for fast food. There's restaurants where you can have to-go orders. There's amazing pizza places, amazing burger joints.
There's nothing better than a good fast food diner.
That is not true.
You've only had bad ones because you're from around here.
I travel a lot, and I've had plenty of fast food ones, and every single time a burger at a sit-down place is going to be better.
What I wouldn't do for an honest pizza around here.
There are 20 million amazing pizza places.
There's 20 million average at best pizza places.
Amazing pizza
Yeah.
places.
Yeah. No.
Amazing pizza
No.
places.
No.
You are an insane.
I've had good fast food, Jack. I know what I'm talking about. I know you don't get it around here.
I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy.
I think I'm absolutely 100% right.
It's called Hardee's where we are in Milwaukee. We have.
Oh
Hardee's.
God, Hardee's is the worst.
Oh no, I think they weren't saying it was good or bad. They just wanted to know whether
Yeah.
it's called Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. I would love to get sushi.
And they are literally the worst.
We only have one good sushi place in Milwaukee, and it might be getting sold. So, Pizza Slices are fast food, and we have amazing pizza places here.
They have average pizza.
Rich is a crazy person.
They have perfectly average.
Rich is a crazy person.
Serviceably
whose
average
taste
pizza.
buds have been ruined by McDonald's. He doesn't know anymore. He doesn't get it. Your taste buds have been fried off. Rich. We have great.
I
food.
would love a good gyro place. A good gyro place.
Crazy. I do have elitist taste buds. That's right. That's why you can trust me. My taste buds are elitist. Because I mostly eat vegetables only. When I do have fast food, it better be good.
I love the music in this game, Jack.
I mean, do what you got to do.
Especially the sequel.
Bill Hecka, you're right. That's why there's only one good sushi place. I also would not trust Milwaukee sushi. The fish in our lake are not sushi worthy, and so it all has to be shipped in. But with modern shipping methods, it's pretty okay. But Izumi's is a really good sushi place in Milwaukee. That's our only one.
Yes, I've been to Oakland Gyros. I don't think they're that great.
I just think Euros in general, like you're asking for a world of hurt.
No, a good gyro is amazing. You can only eat it once every 6 months. It's only, once every 6 months. It's max on the gyro, but oh God, is it so good when you get a good gyro?
I do know why Wendy's serves square burgers. Rich, do you know why Wendy's serves square burgers?
I know why White Castle serves burgers with holes in them.
Well, that wasn't the question.
No, why does Wendy's serve square burgers?
So they look bigger.
Oh, okay.
Literally, it's the exact same amount of meat on other burgers, but they just do it because it looks bigger, and so people think they're getting more meat than they are, so they think they're getting a better deal. Oh, here we go, Rich.
Yeah.
I'm going to Chicago this summer. Where should I eat?
Well, if you're going downtown, Uno's. For the pizza.
Uno's?
Yeah. I'm mostly familiar with the fast food dives that were around where I grew up in the south suburbs, which you probably won't be near, but...
Isn't Uno's a chain?
Yeah, well, they originated in Chicago. I don't know that there's that many. I know there's some chains. I know they farmed out their name. I think the food actually might be a lot different at the original Uno's.
I don't know, Rich.
Like, I don't know if the franchises really sell the same pizza. I think there's something weird going on there with that.
I don't know, Rich. I think you might have just shown your true foodie colors there.
Look, I'm not as familiar with the food downtown.
Okay.
I'm not as familiar. I mean, I can tell you if you're in the south suburbs by where I was. I hope I run into somebody before this power-up runs out. Like, Mr. Sub is great.
Okay.
Mickey's Gyros is my favorite place to get a gyro. Notice Pizza. Cheap and good pizza.
Oh wait, according to Kilroy McSpunk, there are two Unos, the original and Chicago's Unos,
Yeah.
which is a completely different company.
Yeah, I
wanna
know
say-
there's some weirdness going on with Unos
And I want to say like there's an
franchises
Uno's
that aren't
chain,
really Unos. Yeah. Oh, wrong
and
way.
and like the people who call themselves Unos that I've had are garbage.
Well, yeah, because that's probably the chain that just bought the name.
Sure. Okay. All right.
There's some shenanigans going on there.
There's shenanigans.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm with you. Yeah, don't ever go to Applebee's.
I can't even find a White Castle Walker.
Why the fuck would you want a
That's
White
because
Castle?
every now and then you just have a taste for it.
You are an insane person. There is a White Castle. You have to drive about you have to drive about 20 minutes south on the
That's
freeway.
yeah. See, that's I'm not gonna do that.
But
But
White Castle is garbage. White Castle is grease slathered garbage, and there's no way you should ever eat White Castle. There is something.
shit, I've got an Anarchy in the Galaxy. Every fucking mission here.
What does that mean?
It's 3/7. It's a powerful power up, but if you hold on to it, you get extra money at the end.
Oh, okay, great.
Jesus Christ, die!
All meat pizza. That's crazy. He was saying like an Applebee's in Lake County, Illinois closed when they got sued over unpaid wages. They lost in court and declared bankruptcy rather than pay up. 32 restaurants closed at once.
Wow, really?
Yeah. No, White Castle is not. Well, White Castle is great when you're high. When you're high, everything is great. That doesn't count. White Castle's greasy garbage. There is something in an adult's life called the Olive Garden rule, people. And it's basically an easy way to judge people, which is you can judge people solely on their feelings about Olive Garden. If they say anything but no, let's not go to Olive Garden, they're not good people. That's because
So
I'm
why
not.
do you hate Olive Garden?
It's crap food. I'm saying like you shouldn't have to eat crappy food.
That's alright.
I mean, we're adults. You can eat good food. It's a thing. And you know what? Here, to not be completely hipster foodie bullshit, I love fast food. I've talked extensively about my loves of McDonald's and Taco Bell. So, obviously, like, do what you got to.
McDonald's and Taco Bell is not good fast food.
No, it's not good fast food, but I love fast food. I love.
Tito's beef and pasta is good fast food.
I'm getting to a point,
Yeah.
which is like, you want to go to Olive Garden to have a guilty pleasure. You do you, right? You want to go to Applebee's to have a guilty pleasure. You do you, but you don't talk about it. Is that's something that should be, like that's not the place to go. You need to get your breadsticks fill from Olive Garden. You do you, but. But in general, that's not considered good food. That's the Olive Garden rule. That's right, Captain Nitpick. People who eat Olive Garden can be good people in a moral sense, but their judgment cannot be trusted with regards to food. That is exactly the correct way to put that. That's exactly the way to put that. Guilty, yeah, and I mean, there's tons of guilty pleasures. We have a decent pho place right by me. Pho is a really great thing. If you've ever had ramen, like good ramen, the pho is kind of like that. It's like the Vietnamese version of that with rice noodles. It's basically like a big soup. It's like this big bowl of like pork soup with rice noodles and like slices of pork and vegetables. It's really good. We have like pho. I mean, when it's good, right? But it's good. It's like a big greasy bowl of pork soup. It's good. It's great. I do wish. Hold on, Sephrin. Thank you for subscribing. We very much appreciate it. I definitely prefer good ramen over pho. We only have one ramen place in Milwaukee, and it's way up on the north side. But I will gladly drive up to the north side to have ramen rather than walk around the corner to have pho. You know, if that's pho, or PHO, pronounced pho. Or is that it? It's pronounced pho? It looks like it's pho. I don't. How would you pronounce PHO?
I would pronounce it pho.
Yeah, I would pronounce pho too. So, but apparently it's pronounced pho, like fuck.
Hey, Travis. Your next ranked fight begins the moment you step into that room. Win, and you'll rise to ace in rank. Lose, and an even deeper circle of hell awaits. Wipe away your tears, hit the can, pick the tartar of your teeth. When you're ready, step inside. I highly doubt you'll survive this fight, but hey, there's only one way to find out, right? Give it your best shot. I am 100% certain you're returning from this battle, Travis, in a body bag. But trust your force and head for the Garden of Madness.
All right, we're back for a moment. We'll be cutting out again soon, Jack.
Did we cut out?
I muted it, yeah.
When?
When the phone call started. For like a couple minutes.